New England will remain very quiet weather-wise now through the weekend. Cold temperatures will stick around through Friday morning before a southerly flow takes over, allowing more mild temperatures. By Saturday, New England will see widespread 40s and 50s. Highs on Sunday will be even warmer, with some areas of southern New England pushing 60 degrees later in the day. On top of this warmer weather, the weekend will be mainly dry. Saturday, we'll see partly to mostly cloudy skies across the region. Sunday, we'll likely see overcast skies ahead of our next storm, but many areas will very likely stay dry through most of the daylight hours. This mild weather is coming thanks to an incoming storm, which will feature a strong southerly wind, allowing temperatures to surge. Because of this, the storm will be a soaking rain event for New England, with maybe a little snow on the backside for the higher elevations of northern New England. This storm features an area of low pressure tracking to the north of New England. This track is what will allow the strong southerly flow. This track will also drag a potent cold front across New England overnight Sunday to Monday morning. Ahead of this front, we'll see a shield of moderate to heavy rainfall across New England. Rainfall will move into New England from west to east starting Sunday afternoon. An area of high pressure off the coast will likely initially cause the rain shield to slowly move into New England. So while Vermont and the Berkshires may see some showers break out in the early to mid afternoon, areas further east will likely remain dry until at least the late afternoon. Being several days out, the exact timing still needs to be hammered down. This can vary a little bit between now and Sunday night. Of course, the timing of the onset of the rain will come down to the timing of the high pressure exiting off of the coast. The bulk of the rain will likely exit by Monday morning. However, showers may linger across much of New England through the afternoon. Exactly when precipitation shuts off still needs to be worked out, being 5 days out. As stated before, snow will likely wrap around on the backside after the frontal passage for northern New England. It currently doesn't look like there will be much snowfall at this time, with a few inches possible at elevation and lesser amounts into the valleys. This will mainly be in Vermont and across the White Mountains and Great North Woods of New Hampshire. As for flooding, widespread 1 to 2 inches of rain will be likely across New England as the shield of rain moves through. Western New England remains the area likely to see the most rainfall. This may trigger some river flooding in Vermont, with the rainfall combining with snowmelt from last week's storm. At this time, major flooding is unlikely, but some minor issues may still arise. The Weather Prediction Center does have a majority of New England in the marginal category for excessive rainfall. So, it will be a soaking rain, but, a major flooding event is extremely unlikely at this time. Another hazard with this storm will be strong winds. A couple days ago, when I first wrote about this storm, I was going to include a wind forecast map, what the models were projecting, but I decided not to, since I had a feeling that the models would likely begin to back off of what they were advertising for wind gusts. This is exactly what happened. The models did back off of the wind gusts of 60 to 70 miles an hour on the Cape Cod. That's not to say it won't be windy at all. Gusts could approach 40 miles an hour across eastern New England, with gusts to 50 to maybe 55 miles an hour along the coast, mainly the Cape and Islands. There will be very strong winds aloft, so the question is just how much of that wind can make it to the surface. One last hazard will be the potential for some coastal flooding with the strong southerly flow. Large waves and beach erosion is possible, mainly along New England's south coast. Depending on the exact timing, some coastal flooding will be possible along the south coast, as well as some beach erosion. The extent of this hazard will come down to whether or not max surge will coincide with high tide. Tides are not astronomically high, which will aid in limiting this impact. Regardless of how long precipitation lingers into Monday, it will remain breezy all day across New England. Temperatures will also likely plummet after the frontal passage, but considering we'll be 15 to 20 degrees above average during the storm, plummeting temperatures will likely just mean a return back to average temperatures. After this storm, New England will likely be looking at another break from the active weather for much of next week.